Hi, I'm Mrs. Patterson, and I'm going to show you how to hold the violin, viola, or cello bow using a pencil. Okay, we're using a pencil for two reasons. Number one, because it's lighter than a real bow, and so it's less likely to cause tension in your hand. And also, because you hold a pencil throughout the day, so every time you hold a pencil, you can be practicing your bow hold. All right, so let's get started. You're going to hold the end of the pencil with your left hand, looks like this, with the long end facing to the right, okay, which for you would be that way. Okay, so now we're going to take the fingers of your right hand, this is going to be your bow hand, and we're going to hang your fingers on top of the pencil. Now notice that I'm not using my fingertips. It's not like this, and it's not way in here in the palm of the hand, but it's about halfway across the fingers that way. Okay, and also notice that the elbow is at the same level as the hand. We don't want droopy elbows that way, and we certainly wouldn't want it hiked up, but just level and shaking to relax your hand and make sure that you actually have some weight on the top of the pencil. Alright, the next step is to roll or pronate so that you're leaning towards the index finger. Okay, and sometimes I tell students it's like turning a doorknob to the left or shaking a shaker of salt so that your hand is leaning this way. Alright, the next step for violin and viola players is to bring the pinky up on top, and you're going to place the tip of the pinky so that it's curved like that. You're placing the tip of the pinky on the top of the pencil and your finger is curved. Okay, so it should not look like that, it should look like that. If it's too far out, just bring it in closer, and that's going to help it to stay curved. Now, by the way, cello players are going to still leave their pinky down the side, so they get to skip that step. Alright, so far we've had hang, shake, roll, set the pinky. You'll notice we haven't done anything with the thumb yet. The thumb is the culprit that causes all of the tension in the bow hand, so let's really be careful when we place him. All you're going to do is bring the tip of the thumb up from below and place it straight up at the pencil. Okay, and notice that it's the tip of the thumb and not the back side of the thumb. So if you're seeing the back side of your thumb like that, you need to pull it back like that so that it's just the tip of the thumb, and you're actually creating a circle on the inside of the hand. Maybe I'll turn this way so you can see it's a circle. This is open. This should not be squeezed shut, and the thumb knuckle should be bent out like that. So again, the setup steps are hang, roll, set the pinky, set the thumb, and then I like to add another invisible step. You don't really see it, but I like to almost let go, because if you're squeezing and you're trying really hard to get those fingers in place and you're about to break the pencil, then it's all going to lock up. Can you see how much tension is in my hand? Ouch, that hurts. Okay, so I want you to almost let go with the fingers, so they feel like they're stuck like glue. They're not going to go anywhere, but they're all loose and relaxed. Okay, so do those setup steps a whole bunch of times so you get really comfortable. Hang, roll, set the pinky, set the thumb. Hang, roll, set the pinky, set the thumb. Okay, and again, we should end up with this bumped out thumb with the thumb on the tip underneath, and no squeezing. You can also at this point practice some bow games. Okay, so one really standard one is the rocket ship, where you go straight up to the ceiling, just looking for some flexibility in the wrist. Okay, you can also write your name in the air. Okay, getting a little, again, flexibility in the wrist there. You can balance the pencil on your hand and go round and round, kind of like a tornado. Again, nice flexible bow, wrist and arm. You can do fishing as though you're throwing a fishing line in the water. Okay, so all things that you can do to just make sure that you're holding the pencil correctly, maintaining that position. I also really like doing windshield wipers. Okay, so you're basically getting a little rotation in the forearm, and checking every time you're upside down, checking that thumb, that it's bumped out and not caved in like that. That would be wrong. It would especially be wrong if you could see the tip of the thumb. So we're going to pull that back, the knuckle stays out, and then you rotate the other way. And you can check it, make sure that your fingers are hanging down. Okay, also you should be able to feel the back side of your fingertips here. So this would be wrong. See how I can't actually touch the end of my fingertips because they're on the pencil. They need to hang down the side. So the first three hang down. The pinky for violin and viola players is up on top, and the thumb knuckle is bent out. Okay, so those are your basic bow hold games. One last one that I really like to do with students, I call the put down pick up game. Put your pencil down, pick it up, and see how quickly you can pop into position. So you might want to go through your setup steps the first few times, hang, roll, set the pinky, set the thumb, or you may be good enough that you can just pick it up and go right into position. Check your thumb, check your pinky. Is it round? Is there that nice hole in the middle? Are your fingers hanging down the side? Okay, those are the things to watch for. Also, if you want to be really, really careful, notice that the contact of your index finger is between these two knuckles. It's not back here in this knuckle. Okay, you want to slide it out just a little bit. It's also not out on the fingertip. We want it in between the two knuckles, so it's on the side of the bone right there. So that is the way to hold the bow. It's going to allow you for flexibility and a really good tone and all the advanced techniques that you're going to want later on down the road. So do that many, many times a day. It's going to get easy very quickly, and you're going to be able to play really, really well.